Welcome back to Hungry for Adventure. On this adventure, we are celebrating the Lunar New Year here at Disney California Adventure. Lunar New Year actually falls on February 1st this year, but this celebration is going to be going on from January 21st to February 13th, and they have all these different dishes. They have these like little kiosks where they have like specialty foods, and then the Paradise Garden Grill area is currently serving Lunar New Year foods, and there's a few other spots across the park. So we're gonna come take you on this adventure with us as we eat our way through the new year. First day here, so the lines are a little bit long, so we just ordered and now this is the actual pickup line, so it's gonna be a while and I'm hungry. We're here in line for Red Dragon Spice Traders. We ordered the spicy 3-cup chicken and it's served on a bed of jasmine rice. This is traditionally a Taiwanese dish and it's called 3-cup because it's a mix of soy sauce, sesame oil, and rice wine that makes like the marinade for the chicken. And so we're excited to give it a try. First thing we did is get our Sip and Savor Pass. This gets you 6 tabs to try a bunch of food at the carts and a few other foods at the restaurants. It is $40 for magic key holders and I think $42 for non-magic key holders. We used the first one to get our first dish. It is the spicy 3-cup chicken. You can see here there's like a nice like sauce and it's soy sauce base. You can actually smell the soy sauce in the air. Let's try a bite. Ooh, and it has a nice spicy kick. I was like not sure how spicy they were actually going to make it, but it has a pretty good spicy kick. You could taste like that vinegariness from the like rice wine, and the soy sauce is really not salty, but it's like strong soy sauce flavor. The rice needs a little work. As an Asian person growing up eating rice needs a little work, but the chicken itself is really good. Round 2 is the char siu bao. It's basically like a roasted pork with some pickled onions and cilantro. If I'm going to be completely honest, the pork was a little dry, so I don't know how promising this is, but we'll let you know how it is. The pork is a little bit dry. Flavors are good, especially with the pickled onions. There's actually a jalapeno in there. I don't know if you saw it. I didn't know it was in there, but the jalapeno adds a nice freshness. But yeah, my only knock is that I wish the pork wasn't so dry.
What about this one?
This one I had to get because it's the most Instagrammable. And I'm gonna do something and I'm just gonna bite into its ear. Tastes good. So the bread is kind of like a brioche bread with some sesame seeds and actually green onions on it and some hot dog. They serve it to you with ketchup and mustard, but personally I regularly eat this type of food without it. If you go to like Chinese bakeries and stuff, they have like hot dog buns, and that's exactly what this tastes like, which is probably one of Kyle's favorite foods.
the lines were kind of long, so we ended up ordering a ton of stuff at once. This one, which I will start with, is the spicy pork dandanmen. It is a pork-based noodle with some chilies, and it's actually originates, it's from the Sichuan province. Let's see how this tastes. Flavors are there. Not as spicy as the 3-cup chicken, but there's still a good amount of chili flakes in there. I wish there was a little bit more pork. They're like really tiny pieces, and there's just not that much. And I guess my biggest knock is like the noodles aren't really like Asian noodles. They look like spaghetti noodles, but flavor-wise, it's really good. And then I'm gonna be a little bit of a snob because as a Korean, I judge Korean food pretty harshly. We'll see. This is the bulgogi short rib. So short rib is usually served as kalbi in Korean culture, but I guess they use the bulgogi marinade, which is why they called it that. You could see that it's like a nice slice of like short rib. It's not really like bulgogi where it's like a little more like smushable. I don't know. Okay, marinade's good. You get a lot of not mango. You get a lot of garlic. You could taste like the soy. It's a pretty like solid marinade. Oh man, these vegetables though on top of the rice are so good. They're like green onions and then pickled red onions, but they're different from the other ones that were served today. They're more flavorful, I want to say. They remind me of like panchans, that like the side dishes you get at Korean barbecue restaurants. Overall, it's a pretty good dish. And last but not least, some shrimp fried rice with bacon and edamame. I'm gonna try to dig for a shrimp. Here's a shrimp. Let's try this. Okay. The fried rice itself is kind of soggy. It's like the rice was like not dry enough when they cooked it. But again, the flavors are good. The bacon is nice. It's a nice flavor. It's both texture and saltiness that it adds. And the edamame is really good too. I think of the three, I actually like this one the best. The bulgogi. I just wish our portion was a little bit bigger too, like there was more meat, but that's just me. So we got one drink. This one is so pretty. This one is the peach yuja-ade, peach soju yuja-ade. So it has soju, the Korean rice cocktail, rice liquor, and it is topped with butterfly PT, which is why it's like this nice purple color. And then the drink also has some lemon and yuja, which is the Korean word for yuzu, and some dragon fruit for that like light pinkish color. I'm gonna just stir everything up just so I don't get like all booze in one drink. See, it's still a pretty color. That's nice. Ooh. That's so good. You don't really taste a lot of soju, which is a good thing and also a dangerous thing. You get a lot of that lemon and yuzu taste, which is like probably why you don't really taste the liquor. But the butterfly PT kind of like is more for color than taste. But it's definitely one of my favorite drinks I've had here ever. I can drink this any day. So good. I think overall so far, I think the whole experience on all the food, I would say it's like a 8.5 out of 10. I do like that there's this whole event just for Lunar New Year as someone who grew up with it. But the food I think is good flavors, but the execution's not quite there. That's the only reason why I would knock it. I'm excited to go see the procession soon. They're gonna have like Mushu and like a dragon. I think Mulan's supposed to be there. And then afterwards, I wanna go see Raya. So I'm excited to see that. We're gonna take a break from eating and go on a ride. Come with us.
On our little piece of paper. And I'm going to put it up on the side right here. There we go.
Yay!
Brown sugar milk tea with real pearls, not popping boba. So of course I love boba, so I had to try it and give you an honest breakdown. I'm gonna shake it. See, you can see the tiger stripes all along. Tea somehow tastes kind of like barley-ish. It's good, but it kind of threw me off. But then the pearls are kind of firm. I mean, I'm not surprised it's a theme park, so it's not going to be like the soft, super chewy pearls or boba. I mean, it's not bad, but I could skip this. I just needed to try it. Then we have the banh mi. It is a pork belly banh mi. They do actually have a sip and savor portion, which is like this big for one of the tabs. But we kind of used all our tabs. So let's try it. The bread sounds nice and crunchy. It's actually really good. The mayo they use is like really good. I actually like it better than Lee's sandwiches, but that's my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of Lee's sandwiches, and so this is a lot better in my opinion. The bread is nice and crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, and the flavors are all there. The vegetables, the pickled vegetables are actually really good. I'd recommend this one. For anyone who likes this banh mi, this is not bad.
It's a wrap here at California Adventure today. We had a great time eating a bunch of food and drinking a bunch of drinks. If I had to pick my favorite food items, it would probably be, number one would be the banh mi. It was actually my favorite dish of the day. Number two would be the spicy 3-cup chicken. And then my overall favorite, number one of both everything I ate and drank, is the peach soju yuja-ade, which was by far my favorite thing. They do have a non-alcoholic version for the kids, so I'm sure that's just as good. We had a great time. Thank you for joining us. Please like the video, give a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next adventure.